Here we are. Jim Thome, he's the one who has a shot at .499. Bottom of 9, tie game. He's your batter.
Ball hit deep. Way back. He looks up. You can put it on the board. Yes! Number 500 for Jim Thome. A game winner here in the bottom of the ninth inning as the Sox win it.
I am king of the diamond. Let there be an abundant clubhouse feast. Bring me the finest meats and cheeses in all the land. Thome hugging his father, a kiss from his wife, and he's carried off the field on the shoulders of men. A crawl-off homer. White Sox win it 9-7. So Thome becomes the first player ever with a so-called walk-off homer to get to number 500.
Nation watches here. Yankees, Red Sox, season series finale, Curt Schilling, Roger Clemens. That's more than like 80 years of pitchers right there. Last time they faced each other, Game 7, 2001 World Series. Here in the 6th, Clemens in a jam. Jason Varitek. Look at the catch by Johnny Damon. I'm just a simple left fielder. Clemens out of the jam. Top 8. Still tied. Derek Jeter at the plate, hitting .439 with 2 out, runners in scoring position. Actually failed Friday with the bases loaded and 2 out, but not here. A crush job over the big green fence. 11th of the year, Schilling. Not pleased with that. New York's dugout, they seem much happier. They're ahead 4-1. Bottom 9 now. The Yanks up 4-3. Mariano Rivera comes in. He's got the bases loaded. He lets a run in after walking Jason Varitek to start the inning. Big Poppy. Now that had been to right. Might have been a home run here. It's just a simple fly out. Jeter's got it. CPR save for Rivera. 4-3. The Yanks are winners. Tigers, Twins. Detroit still grinding, trying to catch New York in the wild card standings. That's Curtis Granderson. That's like Anderson, only better. He's a Granderson. Leadoff home run, 6th leadoff home run this season. His 22nd of the year. Since it's a leadoff home run, the rules say it has to be 1-0. Bottom 8, Tigers in a jam. They lead 6-3. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Joe Mauer pinch hitting and looks at the gas from Joel Zamaya. So much for that jam. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Todd Jones now in the soup. He's got the bases chucked. 2 outs. Michael Kadire not on fire. Grounds out here. Jones gets his 300th save, 21st player to get to that figure. Tigers win 6-4. So the Yankees maintain their 2.5-game lead on the Tigers in the AL wildcard race. Sunday's game of interest, a 1:10 Eastern start in New York. Phillies going for their 8th straight win over the Mets. There's a wedding, and Mr. Met was required to attend. Jimmy Rollins, he just played baseball, grounded to short. Jose Reyes can't handle it. Throw's not good. A couple of them will score. Reyes, first two error games since April 9, 2006. That's the idea. You don't want to make errors. So the Phillies, though, they got a 5-2 lead. It's comfortable. It's rolling along. 2 on, 2 outs. Carlos Beltran. Oh, yeah. Good things happen when you actually take the bat off your shoulder. 3-run homer, 29th, and we're tied at 5. Oh, happy day. Maybe in the 6th. Ryan Howard's grounder to second. Luis Castillo. Whoop. Bobbles. Ball thrown. No, we got problems. Pat Burrell's safe. So is Howard. 5th error by the Mets. They would go on to have 6, most in the game since 2002. Then, with the bases loaded, the Phillies up 6-5. Greg Dobbs called on to pinch hit. That's what he did. He hit a grand slam. 10-6. Phils win. Mr. Met. Oh, sad. Terrible. Padres fighting on 3 fronts. They're playing the Giants, trying to catch the Diamondbacks and hold off the Phillies. Brady Clark swings at a pitch in the dirt. Home plate umpire Rob Drake throws Tim Lincecum a new ball. The old ball's tossed away. It hits Jake Peavy in the head while he waits on deck. See that? And it's very confused. A lot of pitchers. Usually in baseball, there's only 1 ball. So let's find the 1 pearl. Let's get this thing started. Peavy's fine. Laughs it off. Rob Drake. Drake owned or unowned in the Fantasy Empire League? I can't recall at the moment. Unowned. Top 7. He is available. Padres up 2-0. Peavy, Dan Ortmeyer, 7 1/3 innings for Peavy, 10 strikeouts. Padres going to win 5-1. By the way, the Blue Man group still leads the Umpire Fantasy League.
How about the Dodgers seeking a sweep of first place Arizona? Mexican Independence Day, by the way, Sunday. 2 native sons, Esteban Loaiza from Tijuana and Edgar Gonzalez from Monterrey. Loaiza walked the first 2, and Chris Snyder conks it over some fencing, actually off the top, but it counted as a home run. Diamondbacks jump out 3-0. Luis Gonzalez sends this one to right. Was Justin Upton. Extra fancy play. We take another look to Sir Women 18-33. Phil Diamondbacks win 6-1. The lead out west is going okay. So the Rockies beat the Marlins to remain 4.5 games back of the Fathers in the NL wildcard race. The NL Central, Matt Merton and the Central leading Cubs trying to get some more space on St. Louis. Not sure what the pitch is, but it tastes like chicken. Merton's 7th. on this game. That would be a record. 3-0's your score. Now, Jason Marquis facing his former team and putting him down. Jim Edmonds. Well, that's just another example of the man holding us down. Scott Spezio, waste of lumber, and Edmonds once more, not swinging. Marquis goes 6 1/3, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. We're in the 6th. Cubs up 4-0. Spezio's at the plate to second. Marquis able to get out of the jam. Cubs win at 4-2. St. Louis falling to 7 games out.
The Reds beer makers, Milwaukee has matched its win total from last season. They will need more if they are to make the postseason. Prince Fielder, 46 homers, but a single will do here. Knocks in Joe Dillon, who knocked in the other 4 runs of the game for the Brewers. That tied his total for the entire season, so it's 5-0. Francisco Cordero comes on for the 2nd straight game. In the 8th inning here, he gets Jorge Cantu. Apparently cannot. Brewers out of a jam there. Then 2 out, 2 on. That's Kenneth in the 9th.
It's a good one.
Not there. Oh, no. Not efficient. Looked at the hook. Brewers win 5-2. Hooray for beer. The Cubs have a 1-game lead over the Brewers. And the NL Central still. Chicago's final 12 games are against the Reds, Pirates, Marlins with an R, all of which have losing records.
Bills, Indians, we all understand the significance of this one. Bottom of 9, Indians down 4-3. Josh Barfield pinch running. Franklin Gutierrez to shortstop. Barfield heads to third, and now they got him. We worked on this. He does hustle all the way through, gives it the full effort, about 104% or so. Base running doesn't work out. Next batter, Friday's hero, Casey Blake, 2 out. Joaquin Soria, wiffle ball, it curves. Royals win it by a count of 4-3.
He's opening a 3-game set with the Cardinals in St. Louis on Monday night. And there's Rollins. Put him on the short list for MVP. Runners on 2nd and 3rd off Andy Cavazos. No need to chase it. 6-0 Phillies. Number 28 for Rollins. Top 6, 7-0 Phillies. Ryan Howard off Anthony Reyes. A long way the other way. Grand slam for Howard. 5th of his career. 2nd home run of the game for him. Phillies up 11-0. 40th home run of the season for Howard. So 11-0, that's plenty, right? Well, not so fast. Bottom 7, 12-5 Phillies. Jose Mesa facing Albert Pujols. Bases loaded. Albert, fat. That'll be good for a double. Aaron Miles and Russell Brandon come in to score. Cardinals down 12-7. They got 6th in the 7th, and all of a sudden they had a ball game. 12-9. We go to the 8th. 12-10 Phillies. 2 out, runner on 2nd. Skip Schumacher. Brandon will score on the play. 12-11 Phillies. Later in the inning, 2 runners on for Ryan Ludwig. Aaron Rowan really needs to catch this ball for the Phillies, and he does. They escape with a 12-11 lead. 9th inning now. Rowan at the plate facing Jason Isringhausen. Phil's looking for a little insurance, and like a good neighbor, Rowan is there. His 2nd home run of the game. Phillies up 13-11. Number 26 on the year for Rowan. But there was still more drama. Bottom 9, Brandon at the plate facing Francisco Rosario. 2 on and 2 out. No Brett Myers or Tom Gordon or J.C. Romero because they were all over work. Rosario gets him on the 3-2 fastball. Phillies hang on to win 13.
Thrilled to see the Phillies get out of town and move on to D.C. Scott Schoenweiss and that Mets bullpen suffered all 3 losses in that, being swept by the Phils. Bottom of the 6th, Nats up a run. Nook Logan, the bunt. Schoenweiss, the bobble, then overthrows first. 2-run score. Mets made 4 errors in this ball game. Later in the innings, 1 out, Jorge Sosa comes in to a 1st and 3rd situation. And Willie Mopena is going to break his bat. Sosa fields it, thinks about going to 2nd, now comes to the plate. Logan beats the throw. So there's a mental error. Watch it again. Mike DeFelice, the catcher, pounding his glove right here. Come to me, but the pitcher's looking the wrong way, or at least the other way anyway, and then it's too late. The Nationals trailed 4-0. They win 12-4. First time in team history, the Mets commit 10 errors in a 2-game span. But the bottom line, here's what you need to know. The Phils have shaved 4.5 off their division deficit in less than a week.
All right, so the Padres own the wild card lead. Phillies and Dodgers right behind them. San Diego had the Pirates in town on Monday night. Bottom 1st, no score. Runner on 2nd for Mike Cameron, and the score's about to change. Double for Cameron. Brian Giles scores 1-0 Padres. Top 4, Pirates still trailing 1-0. Jack Castle facing Jack Wilson. Runners on the corners and 2 out, and that's not going to hurt a bit. That'll end the inning. Bottom 4, Khalil Green up with 1 on and 1 gone off John Van Benscoten. Number 23 on the year for Green. Two-run shot, 3-0 Padres. Top 5, 2-1 for Jose Bautista up against Castle. 6-4-3, Castle out of trouble. Top 6, Pirates still trailing 3-0. Runner on for Jason Bay, and Castle got him too. 8 hits, 6 innings of work, 3 Ks. Padres win at 3-0. Their 20th shutout this season. They have won 4 in a row. So we look at the NL wildcard race now. Phillies and Padres both win, but again in very different ways.
To the race in the NL Central. Ramos Ramirez and the Cubs went into action with a 1-game lead, looking to up that with the Reds at Wrigley. Here's Ramirez, the drive to center. Check out Norris Hopper without his horse. What a grab up against the ivy. Are you kidding me? In the 9th, Cubs went out 6-4, 2-on. It's Ramirez, sends one to right center. Hopper gives it the effort again, but can't get to this one. It's going to be his first triple since June, and the Cubs tie it at 6. They're going wild at Wrigley. Watch it again. Hopper, a bit of a gamble there. Would have been a spectacular grab, but instead the ball goes past him. The Reds intentionally walked the pinch hitter Darrell Ward. Did they realize they were doing that to get to Mark DeRosa, who was 9 for 9 his last 9 against the Reds?
The next pitch. Up the middle, off the glove of Weathers. Cubs win! Cubs win! They're going crazy.
Cubs with 3 in the 9th win on the walk-off single. DeRosa's second career 5-hit game.
That's 10 for 10.
Perfect.
Let's check the scouting report next time. So what about the Brewers? They were in Houston. Ryan Braun steps into the plate. First inning. Let's flash back to September 5th. Last time these two teams played, Braun homers off Matt Albers, stares into the Astros dugout as he starts his home run trot. We didn't forget, and neither did Albers. Right on his leg. And Albers like, remember me, dog? 2 batters later, 2-1 for Corey Hart, batting .419 in his last 23 games. No need to cool off now. That's good for a double. Joe Dillon and Braun score. 2-0 Brewers. Hart was his 29th double of the year. He said, this is a lot better than trying to play spoiler. Giovanni Gallardo doing his thing. He gets Josh Anderson in the 7th. In the 8th, Craig Biggio. And then Hunter Pence, just so you understand, he struck out 5 in 8 innings of work, gave up 7 hits. He extends his scoreless streak to 21 innings. Brewers win it 6-0. So here's all the information central to the division race.
Could really put away Jim Leyland's Tigers. Cleveland's leads 4.5 with Detroit's deficit in the wild card. Nearly 2.5 going in. Bottom 8 Indians down 5-3, 1 on and 2 down. Johnny Peralta, get out of town. Second homer of the night, tied at 5. And Jim Leyland, your thoughts? On the night, still tied at 5. Cameron Maben is on second and 1 down. Marcus Timms. Hard 1 hopper to Peralta, deep short. Maben decides to run. Never go to third on that. Tigers fair to score on the 9th. Bottom 9, 2 on, 2 out. Zach Minor facing Travis Hafner. Broken back ground to the 3rd. That's going to end the inning, and we head to extras. Casey Blake trying to end things. Bottom of the 11th, facing Minor.
Zach Minor's 43rd pitch tonight is hit in the air, deep to left field. Way back, and it is gone to Souvenir City. Casey Blake with his second walk-off game-winning homer of the homestand.
4th of his career. Indians win it, and he is rewarded the old pie in the face. That never gets old.
To increase their wild-card lead over Detroit and keep the pressure on the Red Sox in the East with a win over the Orioles in the Bronx. Daniel Cabrera 0-4 in his last 5 starts, but they've been pretty good against the Yankees recently. Doug Mankiewicz with the bases loaded, hitting in the 9-hole. That'll drive in 2. Mankiewicz thrown out at second, but the damage was done. Yankees had tied it by 2. Tied it at 2. Bottom 3rd, game tied at 2. Hideki Matsui up and out. Solo shot. First home run for him in 123 at-bats. He had gone 5 weeks without a home run. His 24th, Yankees up 3-2. Top 6, they're up 5-2. Edward Marirez gets Melvin Moore with the bases loaded. So the O's leave the bases full. Top 7, they're up 7-3 Yankees. Luis Vizcaíno gets Kevin Millard bases loaded again. Top 9, Yanks up 8-5. Moore up with 2 men on. Mariano Rivera, pinky hurt him a bit, but it doesn't matter. The Yankees hold on to win at 8-5. They won 10 out of 12, 22 games over 500, a season best.
All right, after that crushing Sunday night loss to the Yankees, the Red Sox on their way to Toronto. Little hazing for the rookies, Clay Buchholz, Jacoby Ellsbury, Daisuke Matsuzaka.
What is that?
They do that in Japan, this kind of hazing. Even the interpreter dressed up as a Teletubby. Nice, but on a serious business. To the game at hand, would Toronto be let down city for the Sox after that Yankees series? Well, Frank Thomas wasn't letting down, and Thomas belts one to left, his 23rd of the season, career homer 5-10 for him. On the bottom of the 6th now, Blue Jays had a 3-1 lead and 1 out, and it's Thomas again, his 2nd of the game, 24th of the season. He's been a nice pickup. He ties Mel Ott, 511 on the all-time list, and in the bottom of the 8th, it is Thomas again. 2nd career time for Thomas. He's hit 3 homers in a game. Get this, 11 years ago, nearly to the day, did it against Tim Wakefield and the Red Sox. And you can't make this stuff up. Can the Yankees make up this kind of ground now? The Red Sox may be feeling the pressure.
All right, guys, we showed you the Padres win over Pittsburgh, so the Diamondbacks needed to win over the Giants to protect their 2-game lead over San Diego in the NL West. Brandon Webb against Ray Durham. He took strike 1, takes ball 1. Next pitch, takes ball 2 in the dirt. Next pitch, at strike 2, so we got a 2-2 count. Next pitch, Durham takes ball 3, so we got a 3-2 count. So now a 3-2 count already, takes ball 4, but Angel Hernandez says nothing. Durham stays at the plate. Nobody's counting. And so the erstwhile walk, not a walk. Next pitch to Durham. He flies out. He should be on first base. But the Giants with a 3-1 lead. Top 8, Giants down 5-3. Randy Wynn facing Tony Payne with 2 runners on. And that was not coming back. 3-run shot for Wynn, his 11th home run of the year, and the Giants with a 6-5 lead. So now we move ahead. 3 batters later, same score. Pedro Feliz up now. Says, you know what? I think I'll have the same thing. Except a 2-run shot. 19th home run of the season for Feliz. Giants lead 8-5, and the Giants going to win it 8-5. So the D-backs and Padres now 1 game apart in the NL West, but they're tied in the loss column. Spot their lead was 8.5 games on the Mariners in the AL West. Devil Rays in town Monday night to try to solve Kelvin Escobar. Top 3rd, game tied at 3. B.J. Upton at 3rd base. And he's going to steal home. You got to be fast to steal home. And the Devil Rays take a 4-3 lead. I saw that Bourne ultimatum move. I don't even think Jason Bourne could steal home. But Escobar is in there. Upton, rather, is in there. Escobar left the game after 4 innings of work, 8 hits, and 6 earned runs. Bottom 6, Angels up 7-6, 1 on and 1 out. Mesa is tourist with a base hit. Upton coming up throwing the 3rd, but not the throw he intended. Off the dugout. Angels take the 8-6 lead and win it 10-7.
Reduced to prayer time for the Braves. That's how bleak their playoff chances are. Went into their final homestand 5.5 games out of the wild card, taking on the Marlins. And Hanley Ramirez takes off and steals a base. Becomes the 4th big leaguer in the last 20 years to steal at least 50 and hit at least 25 home runs. More on that shortly. Andrew Jones, get out of town. He's the 14th player all time with 10 straight 25 home run seasons. Braves finally get some offensive support for John Smoltz.